Pond. Water tower. Nope. There we go. Oh, it's a nice little area. Look at her. She's so sexy. The only thing, I'll let the turn signal on. Oh, well. What's up, guys? Hey, little Riveter coming at you once again. We took a new trail today. We saw a little pond, some ducks, a water tower. So amazing. Good morning. All right. The dad waved. If anyone's keeping track. Okay, so today I want to talk about what is this business going on over here. Alright, so today I want to talk about why, or not why, but one reason why I love America. So I think that this is going to be a new segment on this channel to kind of fill the void. I've been doing 2 uploads a week so far. I think they're pretty spaced out, and I think I'm up to par as far as getting enough footage when I need it. So we'll start another segment, and this one, it may not get like a lot of positive feedback, but I don't think that's my point, is to get positive feedback. I think this is just to kind of bridge the gap in a few things that have been going on recently. And the segment by no means is affiliated me with any social divide or political party. I promise you. This is just me. Well, let me just tell you what it's about, and then you can make your own decision. So the segment is going to be about is reasons why I love America. And so this honestly has no political party basis at all. It's just me being a patriot and a fellow American. Not even a patriot, just an American. And so today I want to talk about one of the main reasons why I love America. And I love to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And no, I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me. Bam! All right, so one of the main reasons why I truly, truly love this country, and I think is one of the greatest countries, if not the greatest country on God's green earth, is because it is founded on we the people. We the people. What does that mean to me? So obviously I'm not going to get, at least in this segment, at least in this episode, I'm not going to get full blown into the whole founding of our country. I'm just going to go over. Oh, I'm in neutral, you dummy. Yeah, baby. Like I said, I'm not going to get into a political party, political views, and at least this one, I'm not going to get into the founding of our country, maybe another episode. For this one, we the people. So we the people, our Constitution is made up of we the people. And what I mean by that is that whenever there has been a void or a need for something in America, we the people has definitely stood up and, gotten in our butts into action and made it happen. This one that I'm talking about, for instance, is World War II. So when World War II happened, as far as when America became involved in it, was the attack on Pearl Harbor, right? So the Japanese came by utter surprise and attacked us, even though at that point in time they were talking about peace and wanting to keep peace in the midst of World War II with the USA. So what Japan did is they literally had this whole campaign planned out months in advance. And they planned to hit Pearl Harbor because that was where a lot of our ships were. That was where a lot of our military personnel was. And, they were not prepared for it. Exactly. They were not prepared for it. So what we the people did, on that day, I will always say that is the greatest generation of our time, of our country. I'm going to stop. Hard stop. Because we the people rose up, we filled the void. What happened was horrendous. It was a horrible hit on the USA. And we took, I think I know that girl. We took a big hit, you know, to our country. We were not expecting it. But what we did as a people was tremendous. It was not just males, it was males and females alike. You know, men and women who stood up and said, you know what, we are going to go take it to these Blakerds. We're gonna go take it to them, you know, because they killed our boys, they killed our men, they killed our women. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that America, you know, we come out prosperous in the light of these attacks, you know, that we come out and we stand up for what is right, which is our country, you know. So what we did is, you know, our military service went and they went into action, and we took it to them. Let me get out of your way, dude. And what the women did here on the home front, now you have to think about this day and age that all this took place. It took place in a day and age where the men went to work and the women, you know, kind of stayed at home and took care of the household. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not, you know. But that's what happened. But what had happened was all of the men, you know, were stirred to go and fight for this great country. And they went and they fought, and that leaves a big void here at home in the U.S. because who was going to have our factories staffed, you know, production was going to stop. But what that did in the women was it stirred up, you know, an incessant need to provide. And if you think about it, you know, this was a great time. This is a time where, you know, their husbands or their mate went out and, you know, they didn't know if they were going to come back. They didn't know what was going to happen, you know. But so what women did was they stood up and they filled the void when it came to production and factories. They stood up and they went to work. And like I said, these women were not used to that kind of labor. They were used to homemaking. And I'm not saying like all women, no, I'm not saying that at all. But the majority of the women, they were not used to that. You know, their life at that point had consisted of being in the home, raising their children, taking care of their families, cooking and cleaning, you know, a mother's job. But what these women did is they went out and they went to the factories and they started working hardcore, you know, and they filled the void. They bridged the gap. And America, you know, we ultimately know the end of the story. America came out better and stronger because of it. That is why I love this country, because America is founded on those groups of people, on people who are willing that whenever there's a need, we're going to stand up and just do because we can, because we're Americans and we love this country and we don't want to see this country go to waste or rot away. And that is why I love America and being American. That is why, you know, like I said, when I made this YouTube channel, I thought long and hard about a name. There was a lot of names that I could have or wanted to do, but none of them, you know, sat right with me. For me as a person, I've always been patriotic. You know, even when I was younger, I've always been patriotic. And a lot of you guys are gonna hate this. I like the NFL team, the Patriots, one because they came to my great city one time and played and beat the Panthers. So yeah, that's gonna become known, you know, where that happened, where I kind of live by. They beat the Panthers, so I loved winners. And then it's a Patriot, you know, like red, white, and blue, America. So I'm not saying, like, I'm not even gonna get into the NFL right now, but that was my favorite team. And then, you know, a lot of stuff happened, but that's besides the point. I've always loved red, white, and blue and our country, and I never knew why. But you know what? It should be a fire that burns within us to be patriotic, to love our country, to see like all these acts that these young men and women did. These were people, these were men and women who were young, you know, they were young people. They were 19. There was people who they were even younger, and they were lying on their application just so they could go out and fight. Like, how great is that you believe in a cause, that you will put your life in danger without any regard because you want to protect your people back home. I love it. It's giving me goosebumps as I'm talking about it, you know. That's why I freaking love America. I love America. And so hopefully this segment, you know, kind of takes off. Hopefully I'll try to do this on a weekly basis. We'll see. I'm not up to par with how I'm going to be collecting footage for this, but reason number one why I love America, we the people. I have it tatted on my arm right here. 1776, baby. We the people. So I love America, and I hope to spread the love for America in these darkened times that we seem to be facing. like I said, you know, I'm not trying to promote any kind of political party. This is literally just my opinion as far as why I love America and why I choose to love America, and just to, you know, try to bring back some of those values that we had as to being an American, and, you know, what we did, what we stood up for in our country, and not letting it get taken away by anybody who wants to see this this great country cease to exist. So like I said, my name is Halo the Riveter, and that's why, you know, I would love to have the spirit of one of those women, you know, who stood up for what is right, and they went outside of their comfort zone, and they went to fill the gap. Oh my gosh, did I have my turn signal on this whole time? Oh no, I just turned it on. You know, so that's why I chose Halo the Riveter, because those women inspire me. They truly inspire me. And that's what I wanted to do in this motorcycle vlog. You know, I had discovered something new that I liked and I loved, called motorcycle riding, and I wanted to inspire and bridge the gap. You know, there's not a lot of content geared towards new riders on YouTube. It's a lot of experienced riders who will talk about how their day was or whatever as their journey to riding. But, you know, I never saw, or at least the channels that I saw, I didn't see the struggle that they had to get there. So I wanted to kind of provide that for people who were like myself, who were learning how to ride and had a lot of insecurities. That's what this channel was built or meant to do, and that's why I chose Halo the Riveter, from my American sisterhood who rose up and went outside their comfort zone and provided and filled the gap. And I'm not by any means comparing my motorcycle riding to saving a country. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, it's gonna be a new segment. I hope you like it. For now, you want to keep your rubber side down on the pavement and always forward motion. Just keep moving forward. Every little step will take you to that ultimate goal. So like I said, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. For now, peace.